Good morning, everyone, or afternoon or night. Welcome to today's video. Today, I'm going to be sharing an experience from this past school year. If you aren't watching this within the next few days, let's be real, you're probably not. I just ended the school year last week, and I have a wonderful story to tell. If you want to hear more details about it, go check out my blog and website. The link will be in the description. There, I upload a blog every Wednesday, and then a week later, the blog comes out in video form on YouTube. So basically, if you want to hear all the details, or just see what's going on a week before everyone else, go check that out. You get like the inside scoop. Now, on to the video. So, halfway through this past school year, our classes changed, and I went from having like a cute little class called Life Skills to Health class. So, Life Skills is basically just practicing skills in life, like building resumes, budgeting, and I actually really appreciate that my school provides that class. However, halfway through the year, I had to switch to health. That's not that fun. And I'm very grateful that this pandemic allowed us to only have like 3 classes of health. Could have gotten a lot worse, a lot faster. It wasn't a horrible class. The teacher kind of sucked. He was kind of like trash. But it wasn't that bad. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. So, anyway, I really actually like that class because we spent a number of months during the remote learning period focused on sustainable living. So I decided for today's video I would just read a few of my responses, 1 or 2 maybe, the work we were given and explain them. Also, side note, this teacher made it clear he was not reading your response. However, I still put hours into his assignments because I felt pretty passionate about the prompts. So let's go. So first we have the question, what happens when trash is thrown away? And I think what he meant by this was like away, like where does it go? So I answered, my response was, I try to be as environmentally conscious as possible. Okay, that was not answering his question, but whatever. I'm part of a sustainability group for my town. Because of this, I know a good amount about trash and what happens to it after it is thrown away. A lot of trash goes to landfills, which is obviously not good as it continues to pile at exponential rates. Recycling goes to a facility. However, I've heard that less than 10% of that actually gets recycled and the rest goes to a landfill too. I've also heard that in the past, all the trash in Massachusetts, my home state, goes to an incinerator because there's such a space shortage. However, this is not any better because of the gases that are produced when the trash is burned. I don't know who specifically picks up the trash other than the trash guy, but I personally try to live a lifestyle as low waste as possible. So, as you can see here, I clearly put some time and thought into my response to him. I'm a sustainable person with, of course, a lot of room to grow. I mean, I volunteer for my community, but on a more personal level, I consider what I consume before purchasing it, and I generally try to live a more conscious lifestyle, as I mentioned before. The other question I answered was similar, asking what happens after it's gone. I said trash ends up in a huge landfill or incinerator. Again, he's like repeating his questions. But the landfills are very large, and these piles of trash can be as big as 500 feet tall and cover 700 acres of land, as of now. So, however, because landfills are always growing, those numbers will change, unfortunately. One of the worst things about landfills is the leachate, a mixture of liquids, and like trash, can run into our waterways. I'm also a huge fan of the story of stuff and the story of plastic projects, and there are many ways we can stop throwing things away. This is done by influencing a circular economy, which I believe is part of the solution. I know the term reduce, reuse, recycle because who doesn't? However, this really isn't the answer, especially on a systemic scale. Reducing is the first step. When given a choice, try to be involved as little as possible in the economy. We live with such a linear economy and people just keep buying and throwing away. Then reuse. This is the first part of a circular economy. Reuse what we have. Repair things to be reused. Repurpose other things. Reuse things others are done with. Then recycle. I do not believe this is the answer at all. However, I believe it is a better choice than sending something straight to a landfill, and it gives waste a chance to become something new and have a second life. I have been trying to live a zero or low waste lifestyle. I don't know if it's possible to have absolutely zero waste, but if and when I buy plastics, I intentionally buy easily recyclable plastics. Yet I still feel guilty of making any waste, whether it be trash, recycle, or food waste. I wish everything could be circular. That is the answer. So, in this response, I talk about the circular economy. That means things aren't going on a linear path straight to the landfill, but are reused forever in a cycle. I know I hate a little on recycling, and don't get me wrong, recycling is really important because it saves energy and resources, and I do recycle. But when it can be avoided and when we can reduce or reuse first, it's more important to take those actions. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. Come back to a new video uploaded every Wednesday, and don't forget to check out the blog to see more responses I gave my teacher. Comment and subscribe if you feel like it, or just stay tuned for more videos. Also, sorry I'm kind of yellow. I need a real light. Alright, I hope to see you all soon. Peace.